Hi everyone, welcome back to Have a Beer with Eric. This is review number 59, and this is for this week we have Bottle Logic again. I haven't had them in a while, so I decided to bring them back. And for this review, I'm doing the Lost Colony. This is I believe an Imperial Porter, barrel aged Imperial Porter. It came out quite a few months ago. I think almost a year ago actually. And this is under the cellar and safe, so that's why I decided to keep it around for a while. And I actually thought when I first had it, when it was fresh, I thought it was more on the boozy, stronger side, so I just decided to leave all my bottles away for a while. And now we're popping the first one. So onto the beer, the Lost Colony. Imperial Porter brewed with pecans, walnuts, aged in rum and bourbon barrels with Madagascar vanilla, then finished with cocoa nips and toasted pecans. This beer contains 13.2% alcohol, and then it says in collaboration with Safety Team Brewing from Richmond, Virginia. And then for the description we've joined the explorers at Safety Team Brewing to navigate the mysteries of a rum barrel treatment on an Imperial Porter. An early foundation of pecans and walnuts coupled with finishing provisions of Fortunato, cacao nibs, and toasted pecans steer this expedition toward quick disappearance and transmission. Then food pairings are emmental, lechon, and rum cake. So those are the suggested food pairings for this beer. So let's open it up and see how that 13.2% is holding on. Oh, I can actually already kind of smell some rum out of there. It's definitely a little boozy already, but let's see. Hopefully it's not too boozy. That's kind of what turned me off from this beer after I got it. But it actually kind of smells like rum cake. This would probably be a very good food pairing with the rum cake. Yeah, rum cake, and yeah, it actually smells very nicely. The rum smells really nice and goes really well with the vanilla in there and the chocolate. It's definitely like a rummy chocolate cake, kind of like that. That's what I get off of like the farther away smell. And let's see up close. It's the rum kind of goes away for like up close. It actually smells more like a stronger chocolate presence, and even like a little hint of like sweet cherries. So let's see. It's gonna maybe. I don't think I get any nuts in there. It's just mainly like the chocolate, a little booziness in there. And I don't really smell any traces of bourbon in there. It's mainly just rum. So we'll see how the barrel acts in the tasting. So all right, cheers guys. It's definitely still on the boozy side, but not as much as when it was fresh. When it was fresh, it had a really like strong alcohol taste to it, almost nearly like rubbing alcohol, and it was so off-putting. But now you get like a nice blend of like the rum and the bourbon, and then a good amount of chocolate, and right now as I speak, I'm starting to get those walnuts in there too. That's pretty nice. And I do get like that little hint of the cherries as well in the taste. I feel like that might come from the rum. Just adds a certain kind of sweetness to the porter. But it has a medium body. It's not really thick. It's not too thin. The carbonation's average. It's It's average for a thick beer, but it's not too creamy rich. It's more like a medium type of head. I believe we had started. I didn't even check. There was, I think it was like about a finger or a finger and a half, but it did hold on a good amount until I took a sip, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, I think it's a good amount of a nice combination of the body and the carbonation, because otherwise if it was too thick, then that might just add to the booziness of the beer. Um, yeah, I think this would definitely be a good rum cake combination. It really gives out that vibe of like it's like eating or like consuming rum infused food, or in this case a drink, and the chocolate and the vanilla and the walnuts make it kind of more like a rummy pastry. So that's the vibe that I'm getting. Um, it's definitely a better beer than it was before. I think it's been about a year, maybe a little less than a year since they released this beer, and time has definitely made this beer better. But yeah, I'm excited to what Bottle Logic is gonna bring out next. The Beer Geek observation pickup's already finished this past weekend, so I think during this week they'll announce the next Stasis bottle. Sorry, the next Stasis bottle. So we'll see what they have for us in store. Um, I did see that they posted on their story that they're crunching numbers. So just a hint that they're gonna bring out number crunch again. Maybe when they bring out FO again, probably in like June or July, possibly August. But looks like they might just be releasing it again, or maybe it'll have its own release, because since number crunch is a variation of FO. Last time when they first released Number Crunch, it was a double sale. They were like 15 or 30 minutes apart, FO and Number Crunch, and Number Crunch was a much smaller batch. So let's see if now they were able to produce much more Number Crunch, and if it has its own sale, like its own month, or if it's also going to be a double sale with Fundamental Observation. We'll see how they plan that out, and that will be the release for the 5th batch of Fundamental Observation. So can't wait to see how that comes out. I know that a lot of people were disappointed with Fundamental Observation batch 4, but I thought it was a pretty good beer, and definitely held up pretty nicely, and we'll see how Fundamental Observation batch 5 comes out. But beer stuff, I believe I only have tomorrow. Today Abnormal had their barrel aged maple mornings release, and I was able to buy some bottles, and it sold out in like 4 minutes. So I was pretty happy with that. And the pickups start tomorrow, and I think it's only like a week. So I'm just gonna go tomorrow to pick it up and maybe try a taster of the beer, and then I have my member preview tasting tomorrow as well. So that'll be pretty exciting. I believe we'll be getting to try the J. Wakefield collaboration Suggestion of Mass, which is a rum barrel aged stout. So that'll be pretty exciting. And but I think I'm gonna wrap this review up early. So I think for this beer, my rating is probably like a 4 out of 5. This beer definitely improved over time. I think that my first rating on this was like a 3.5, and I think it's gotten better with the alcohol in there, but maybe like I don't think the adjuncts are that cohesive. They don't even though they make kind of like a rum pastry, it's still kind of a weird combination of flavors. So and the alcohol is still very prominent. So I'll just stick to a 4 out of 5. But I mean, it's still definitely nice if you guys get to try this beer at some point. So, but until then, I'll just see you guys around. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram. Have a beer with Erik. Add me on Tap. This guy 49. But till then, see you guys. Cheers.